morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Money Monday morning, secured entrepreneurs. I just want you all to know that this morning has been rough, okay? Really rough for Miss Aurorah because I have not slept at all. And right now it's about 2:45 in the morning. But you know, we got to get it on and popping. I want to thank all of the secured entrepreneurs who have really shown up in the month of May. This month we were really hitting it hard. So, you know, the schedule has been very full. I want to thank all of you who are on the calendar for June. I see you. I cannot wait to work with you. I'm very grateful. Okay. In this video, I want to talk to the secured entrepreneurs about things that you need to change. I have been getting emails, okay? You all have been sending emails, and you know, I read all the emails and I'm so grateful. And please continue to email at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com, okay? So there were a few of you who said that you got into some things, okay? You signed some agreements. It's been a disaster since day one. It's been, you know, very combative between you and the individuals who you got into these agreements with. All right. Now, I have already responded to some of you who will need legal representation. Like some of the stuff, you're actually going to need legal representation to start some type of negotiation to change things. And I find it very interesting that last week there were quite a few of you who were contacting us and stating that you were in some type of contractual agreements that you definitely need to get out of. And I'm a bust KJ out in this video because he was like the fifth person who actually called the phone, okay? Did not send an email. He called the phone to tell me about a contractual agreement that he signed that he now needs to get himself out of. So that was something going on that I believe Mercury retrograde was the culprit. Okay, I want to say that you all were encouraged to get into some things before you actually did the proper investigation. And the others of you, you actually jumped on the calendar after Jessica sent you a reply email because there are some things that need to change. So I want to share with the secured entrepreneurs in this video how it is you're actually going to press the rewind button on some of the things that you actually have already put into place, but there needs to be a reversal, okay? Can Miss Aurorah do that? All right, so for those of you who do not know who I am Miss Aurorah Dey. Now, this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement, but at 3 a.m., Miss Aurorah wants to welcome you to 3 a.m. Shenanigans. Now, how many of the secured entrepreneurs know that your change will first be spiritual? Your change will first take place in the spirit realm. How many of you acknowledge that? Now, we all know in the secured entrepreneur movement that we respect everyone's spiritual beliefs and practices, religious beliefs and practices. We come forward with an open mind to hear what people are doing because we do operate internationally and we have to show respect when we travel into places and when we do business with people, and we have to respect how they want things done when we get along with them on their turf to have a peaceful and lucrative partnership, right? So I want you all to know that this happened to me more than a decade ago, and it's the catalyst to why I do what I do for entrepreneurs. It's the catalyst to the secured entrepreneur movement, okay? So many of you know my story that I had a horrible, horrible business deal to take place, similar to what you all have been saying in the emails, right? Okay, and it was so not good. It was so devastating, and I was so destroyed. I'm talking mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. You know what I'm saying? Like I was totally distraught. And I fell into a very deep depression. It was horrible. And I couldn't move. It was like I was paralyzed by the devastation of what the result was relating to the incident, right? So one day I was laying in the bed and I was praying. And I heard a voice the same way I'm talking to you now say, you know, this is a program. If you don't like the program, you can change the program. But I'm so jacked up in my grief. I'm so jacked up in this daze that I heard it. I didn't think too much about it. And how many of you do this? How many of you have had this to happen to you where you get so jacked up, all you can do is lay yourself down. Just take a nap, go to sleep. Like, oh my gosh, like I can't, there's nothing else that I have no more energy. I just got to lay down, right? So after I heard this, the next morning, I heard, all right, I need for you to get up and take a walk. And I'm talking to the voice. I'm like, where is it that you want me to walk? And the voice said, I want you to walk to the coffee shop. Now, the neighborhood that I was living in at the time, there was a coffee shop at the very top of the neighborhood. As you entered the neighborhood, there was a nice coffee shop. Now, I cannot tell the secured entrepreneurs what I put on myself. I don't know if I got fully dressed. I don't know if I was wearing a robe, because most of the secured entrepreneurs know that I'm in my robe all day long. I'm in some robe. Okay, all day long. I wear a different robe when I go out to walk King David, and all my neighbors are like, "Oh, that's Miss Aurorah. She all right. She in her robe." Everybody know, right? So I don't know if I had on real clothes or not, but I must have looked horrible. I must have looked a mess. I get up to the coffee shop, okay, and the young lady, they all know me in there. She gives me a cup of coffee. I don't even think I paid for the coffee. I think she was just like, "Here you go." You know what I'm saying? And I'm drinking the coffee. I walk back home. I'm in the bed the whole day. Like I go back to bed the whole day. Next morning, here's the voice. I want you to get up and take the walk. Okay, where am I walking to? You're going to walk to the coffee shop. Oh my God, here I go again. I'm going to the coffee shop. Okay, no problem. All right. I get up again. I probably had my robe on. I'm not sure. But I get out there and I hear the voice again say, now today, I want you to start telling me what you're grateful for. Now, keep in mind, I am distraught, devastated. I'm trying to figure out what am I going to do? How am I going to earn a living now? You know, like it's just not good. It's not good. So I'm disgruntled and I'm reluctant to even say a prayer at this point. So I start saying, I'm grateful for the grass. I'm grateful for the trees. I'm grateful for the squirrels. I'm grateful for the birds. Like anything that I saw as I was walking, I started saying that I was grateful for it. Okay. So I get up to the coffee shop. The young lady hands me the coffee. And I think this particular morning, I must have had some change or something, because I do recall that I paid for something. I don't know, but I just remember getting the coffee. When I come out of the coffee shop, I kid you not, there were more trees. The grass looked like it had grown. Same trees and grass that I walked past to get to the coffee shop. I'm walking back the same way. There were more trees. The grass was taller. There were more birds. There were more squirrels. And I'm acknowledging this and I'm like, okay, God, I see this. Like I am not tripping out. I'm witnessing this. Like I'm really having this experience. And the voice said, you see, this is how you change the program. And I was like, okay. Now, how many of you have had an experience where, all right, you were taught a lesson, but you still are in your mess. So you're not really understanding that you were just given a technology to utilize. You don't really understand that, right? So some time passed and I'm going through this situation. And mind you, and many of you have foresight like Miss Aurorah, I had already been shown how that thing was going to play itself out. And it was not going to be good. And I was going to go through the dark night of the soul, the hero's journey, as many of us know it as, right? So I knew I was going to have to live it out. You just never know how painful it's going to be. You know, you just don't really ever know how you're actually going to come out on the other side, but you know it's happening, right? So after this whole thing goes by, I'm going to say the Holy Spirit, and I hope that doesn't offend anyone, but I'm going to say the Holy Spirit reminds me of how it is I'm to change the program now as you're going forward, because now by this time I'm free of a lot of things. And how many of the secure entrepreneurs know that? Y'all forgive me because it's really early and I told you I have not slept. So I'm going to get through this, right? So how many of you all know that when you take on people, you take on spirits, you take on whatever spirits come with the people, right? So by this time now, I'm done with the people. I'm done with the scenario. There's been such a change. And you had some people who were like hanging on with their little spirits, whatever, but the Most High took care of that too. So now I'm free. And the Holy Spirit reminds me of how to change the program. And said to me, now you're going to make a definitive statement. This situation has now changed. This situation has changed. I am now blank, blank, blank. This situation has changed. I am now blank, 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 right? So I start hearing this situation has now changed. I am now blah, blah, blah. And I was deleting this situation has now changed. I was saying this situation has changed. I am now blank, 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 right? So now I'm experimenting with it. I'm experimenting with this. And I'm saying this like in the morning when I'm giving thanks, praise and thanksgiving. In the afternoon as I'm thinking about things. In the evening before I'm going to sleep. I'm saying, this situation has changed. I am now blank, 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 right? And I started to see the opportunities that I was desiring begin to come through. People began to call me and tell me, let me tell you that I know this person who's looking for XYZ, and I know that you're the person who can do it. Okay. And it was like the dots just started being connected to the change that I was declaring had already taken place. So what I want to share with the secured entrepreneurs who are emailing and all of you who understand that right now you need a change like tonight. This is not I will and I'm going to. This is if this thing does not change in the immediate, all right, I'm doomed. This is the formula. You must now state, this situation has changed. I am now ... Whatever it is that you need to bring into your now moment, because how many of you know that that's all you got? You got right now. You got right now. And I'm always very fascinated after I really have, been on this spiritual journey for so long, to understand that when you say tomorrow's not promised to you, oh, it's really true. Okay. So what are you waiting for? Why do you feel like you're going to, die the final death if you take a risk? Like, why are you not doing what you really know you want to be doing, what you really know you should be doing? What's really the holdup? Why do you feel like you got to be very comfortable before you make a move? Sometimes you got to get uncomfortable so that you can really see your dream come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? So you have to declare that the situation has changed and I am now. Bring what it is that you desire into your right now and watch what happens. And I want the secured entrepreneurs who understand this method to comment below. Let all of the secured entrepreneurs know, okay, that you have had the experience of what they say is a miracle. Okay. Now, most of y'all don't really know. Miss Aurorah is with the miracles. Okay, let me just go here. Miss Aurorah is with the miracles. Miss Aurorah has experienced many, many miracles. Okay, so we understand that we are existing on timelines, realities, dimensions. We are existing. Okay, and When we don't know what's going on in these other places, we have to rely on pulling in what we desire in the now, right now, and watch it come forth. Watch it happen for you. Okay. So everyone who is looking to have a particular type of success in your business, this situation has changed. I am now experiencing ... I am now receiving ... I am now having ... I now have ... I am now ... Okay? So that's what Miss Aurorah wants to share with you this morning. And I will be back because I got a whole lot to talk about today for some strange reason. All right? So you all know you can find me, Miss Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.